Hey beauties, it's Riri. If you're new here, I'm an over 40 lover of all things beauty and I love showcasing indie brands here on my channel. If that sounds like your cup of tea, please consider subscribing and give the video a thumbs up. You can also hype the video. Today's video is my Ice Cream Beauty bag for the month of September. Yes, September. I guess better late than never. Hopefully I like the bag and it's worth the wait. As always, I do have on base and brows, so hopefully we can do a demo and test some products out. I'll pop deets right here while I am opening our bag. I hope everybody is well. Happy freaking October. Happy fall season. I love the fall season, you guys. Pretty much after October 1st, I'm like, yes, please. Give me all the cozy, the fall vibes, the all of it. I want all of it. All right, we do have a little card here. I'll show you guys, but not myself, obviously. And we generally get like 3 full-size items in here. And the reason I love Ice Cream Beauty box and bag, I do pay for both myself, is because they do have a heavy focus on indie brands, which you guys know I love, and they are very makeup heavy. I'll take the big thing out last. First up is a shimmer gloss from NOMAD Cosmetics in the shade Calypso. So already I think that's going to be really pretty, and I do not let anything go to waste here on my channel. Anything that I know that I'm not going to use generally ends up in my resale group over on Facebook. That is always linked down below. I also do a ton of giveaways and things like that as well. Next up is a JOUER Cosmetics. I have not tried a whole lot from them. This is the Starlit palette. I'm going to assume that it is a highlight palette. I will show you what that looks like. Excuse the stain on my finger. I do have on my Sachet lip stain. Alrighty. Starlit palette, Starstruck palette. The shades are Grace, Marilyn, and Lucy. Ooh, that is pretty. Okay, I'm not mad at that at all. And I do like that we get a little bit of shade variation in there. I will swatch that really quick. They do feel more kind of, I guess, thicker or more like opaque. They do have a pretty level of shine to them though. And I do like the shades. All right, I'm excited about that. And then last up in our Ice Cream Beauty bag for the month of September is a palette also from NOMAD. This is called the Blazed and Confused 12 Universal Face Palette for Day or Night. It's okay, not something that's like screaming out to me. I think it's, you know, like a perfect kind of everyday type palette, but I do like the little pops of like the burgundy. But I do like the little pop of like the burgundy and the red in here. I will demo it because that's kind of what I do and what you guys like to see, but I'm going to tell you right now, it's not something that like I'm really drawn to, and that is a personal preference, of course. Let me go ahead and get the lip gloss open as well, and then I'll run down some deets really quickly, and then we will do a quick face as well. I'm going to just kind of note it just because I know a couple of us, myself and a couple of my friends, that do get Ice Cream Beauty box or bag. I love Ice Cream Beauty box, Ice Cream Beauty bag. I've never been disappointed. Occasionally I feel like they can be a little bit repetitive, like I've gotten the same eyeliner or whatever the case may be. That doesn't bother me. Again, nothing goes to waste. I can resell, things like that. The frustration for this past month though, for September, I cannot open this, y'all. For September is the fact that everything was so incredibly late. Like I still have friends that are still waiting on their box, and people that still have not received their bags. I just received my bag yesterday, and you guys are seeing this on the day that I'm actually filming it. So that is a little bit upsetting in terms of like, look, here's the thing. We're all human. We're all going through some stuff right now in life, okay? And I give people grace, because we're human and, you know, things happen. I'm gonna get some tweezers because I literally cannot open this, you guys. But, you know, things happen. My thing as a consumer, and I feel like most of us feel the same way, is at least be transparent with us and be communicative with us. Let us know. I mean, it could have been as easy as them making a post and saying, hey guys, we're going through a rough patch right now. Things are just really behind right now. You know, we have an illness, whatever. You don't have to exactly say what's going on, but we have something going on. We're trying to work behind the scenes to get these bags out, to get September's stuff out as quickly as we can. But please bear with us. But there was nothing. And then I've seen comment after comment. I've seen comments on their, I've seen comment after comment. I've had multiple friends tell me like, hey, I've reached out to them, I've emailed them, I've commented on posts and never got a response. That is not okay. If you are a brand owner, and again, I love Eyescream Beauty Box. I pay for this myself. I pay for it 3 months at a time. I've never had any complaints as far as that. This is the first month in my personal experience with the brand that this has happened. You as a brand owner, as a business owner, you have to be transparent with your consumers. And it is as easy as literally making a post. They should have made a post 2 or 3 weeks ago and said, look, this is going on, we're having a hard time, life is kicking our booties right now, please bear with us, we're gonna get back on track. Instead of, now it's already October and they just now posted yesterday. So I only wish, my little tangent, just I want to see a little bit more communication, a little bit more transparency. And if you don't have the time and you do have too much going on, I fully respect that and understand that as somebody that battles chronic pain and mental health issues. Sometimes maybe you need somebody to help you out. Maybe you need a PR person. Maybe you need somebody to respond to emails or whatever the case may be. To completely kind of ghost your consumers, it kind of gives me the ick a little bit. I'm still going to continue to get it. I was hesitating as far as do I continue with the subscription, but because I do love the value, I love the products that they put in, I love the makeup focus and the indie brand focus, I did decide to go ahead and renew my subscriptions, but I'm gonna kind of see. I just wish they would have been open with us. That's all. All right, let me wipe this off. Okay, and this again is Illuminati, the Shimmer Gloss in Calypso. I do like the shade of this, and I like that it's like glittery, but not like too glittery. It's more like slight shimmer. So hopefully we don't feel it on the lips. It has a small doe foot applicator. Ooh! That definitely has way more pigment than I anticipated. It feels incredibly smooth and comfy. I like the shade of it. Okay, I like that a lot, you guys. Yeah, I like the shade of it. Super sparkly. I don't feel anything on the lips, and it's more of like a subtle little sheen versus like sparkle and specks in there. Very, very lightweight, very comfortable, and not sticky at all. I like that. That's nice. All right, let me pull my hair completely out of my way, and we're gonna go into the Starlit palette by JOUER Cosmetics. Let me get some prices for y'all really quickly too. All right, JOUER Cosmetics Starlit palette is $39. The Illuminati Cosmetics Calypso Ultra Gloss is $20. And then Illuminati Cosmetics Blazed and Confused palette is $22. And we pay roughly $15-ish for the palette. So I think I'm going to go in with this center shade right here. That's kind of normally a shade I'm drawn to. And I'll pick up a little bit. Like I said, these feel a little bit more thick. They're not like super high shine fulled, you know, shadows. But these tend to kind of sheer out and blend out beautifully like on the skin, even if they feel maybe not so smooth in the actual pan. Yeah, that's pretty. Getting a little bit of emphasis on texture, but the shade of it is really beautiful. And I do like that we got multiple shades in here. Ooh, yeah, pretty. Yeah, definitely accentuating some texture. These are not my personal favorite like formulation for a highlighter because of that. Okay, it's super pretty though. All right, I like that. And then I did prep before starting to film with my Ultra Ego eyeshadow base, as I always do. I will speed this part up and put it to music. I do apologize that last week's videos, you guys know I was under the weather. And when I'm under the weather, it's usually in my sinuses, and then it flares up my asthma and my allergies and then chest stuff. And honestly, it hurts to film and it hurts to talk. So I do apologize for maybe the overuse of my music in last week's videos. I tried to not do that all the time. So if you don't like the music, I'm sorry. So I'm just gonna go in. I have no idea what I'm doing yet. I'm wearing gray and green like skull pants. I feel like I kind of want to see what this black does. And it's more of like a cream type shade. So maybe this formula is one that's more of like those soft satiny matte type formulas, which I actually think I'm gonna like. So I'm gonna go into a little bit more of a firm smudger style brush. And I think I'm gonna do the black and maybe mix it in with like these, like, and then maybe do like the mauve shades, and then we'll pick a shimmer shade. So I will speed this portion up. Again, I apologize for the music, but yeah, I'll speed this part up and then I'll give you guys some thoughts. Here is the finished look. I did finish off. I'm finishing up this little mini of the Fenty Beauty Hella Thick Mascara. It is one of my favorites, and I felt like I just needed a little bit of color to the complexion, so I went in with my Fillin' Butter Shimmering Terracotta Butter Blush from NYX, one of my all-time favorites. Okay. The overall actual selection, getting a gloss, a highlight palette, and an eyeshadow palette, I'm giving a 5 out of 5. I think it's a good selection of products. I think it's going to appeal to a lot of people. However, the palette itself, like I said, I like it for what it is. It's an overall, you know, pretty neutral leaning palette, but I do like the little pops of having like this kind of, it's more of like a soft, like blushed ready shade, and then these two more mauve shades. I like that addition. There's a little bit of more orange in here. We have some depth. And the black actually looks really, really stunning. Like, I was shocked, like pleasantly surprised at how much actual pigment it has. Like, it is intense, you guys. It's really, really nice. And it's one of those kind of like soft matte, like sateen type shades. So I really like that overall. Everything did blend well and it performed well. I don't know how long lasting it's going to be on me personally. And then with the more like shimmer metallic-y type shades, they're pretty, but they kind of remind me of the same formulation as the highlight palette, where they're just a little bit kind of more like thicker, a little bit more like chalky, if you will. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with a standard, you know, kind of like shimmer or satin-esque type formula. Nothing wrong with it at all. I just, for me and my preferences though, I just like something more. I am a fan of the bells and the whistles and the glitter and the glimmer and the duochrome, multi-chrome sparkliness. That's just a personal preference for me. And not to say that I never reach for palettes like these. I've said this a million times. Palettes like the Patrick Ta palette, palettes like my Nomad Air palette, the little tiny travel palette. It's literally just browns. You know, it's a very neutral leaning palette. I love those. I just like a little bit more. And then even with that like shimmer type shade that I used, even kind of building it up on this side, yes, it's pretty. Is it a really pretty cohesive look? Sure. But it's not, if you're looking for like that high shine, like glass-like finish, that's not this. Again, nothing wrong with the products, like even the highlight, it just accentuates a little bit too much texture for me personally, but it's pretty. So if you don't have kind of like the same skin concerns as I do, you know, you don't have more textured skin, and or you don't really have that preference for duochromes, multi-chrome, sparkly, shimmery, all the goodness, then I think it would appeal to a lot of people. And again, there's nothing wrong with the products. They're just not for me. The lip gloss, however, It's staying right here. All of my stuff I use all the time is right here right beside me, and it's staying out. It's beautifully pigmented, which I'm very shocked by, and it has a lit from within kind of glowy shimmer, if that makes sense. Like there's no particles, it's not like gritty or anything like that. It feels incredible and it looks so pretty, you guys. This I love. So as the overall in terms of, will I use the products, and then performance wise and stuff like that, or maybe it just not being what I like, for a personal rating, I'm going to give it like a 3.5. I do think though that if you got this and these are your preference, you absolutely went crazy over this bag and you loved it. So those are my thoughts. Hopefully you guys like this video. If you do, please consider subscribing and give the video a thumbs up. Don't forget you can also hype up the video. You can turn on post notifications so you never miss one of my videos, and you can tap the join button down below to become a channel member for some exclusive perks. I love you all. Stay happy, healthy, and safe, and of course, be your own best beautiful. Bye, beauties!